Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Emily Carter, a medical specialist in health, wellness, and natural medicine. Today, I'm going to share something with you that could completely change the way you view that simple ritual of drinking tea. Have you ever wondered if that tea your grandmother insisted you drink every day was more than just a gesture of affection? Recent scientific research reveals that some traditional teas may be one of the most powerful weapons against brain deterioration that modern science has discovered. What if I told you that these simple beverages could be the key to keeping your mind sharp, even after 60, 70, or 80 years of age? Keep watching, because this could be the most important information you'll receive this year for protecting your brain health. Let's start by understanding what really happens in your brain as you age. After 60, our brain faces two major silent enemies working behind the scenes: chronic inflammation and the accumulation of toxic proteins, especially beta amyloid and 2 protein. These proteins form plaques and tangles that literally suffocate brain cells, disrupting communication between neurons and eventually leading to their death. It's as if a microscopic fog gradually settles in your brain, making it increasingly difficult for electrical signals responsible for your memories, reasoning, and personality to cross this hostile terrain. Have you noticed that sometimes words escape you more frequently, that the names of people you know take longer to come to mind, or that you need to write everything down to avoid forgetting? These might be the first signs that your brain is fighting this silent battle. The most incredible thing is that certain compounds found in specific teas work like a microscopic cleaning team, helping to dissolve these toxic proteins and reducing brain inflammation. It's as if each cup of these teas sends a small army of protection to your brain cells. I want to share with you the story of Helen, one of my 72-year-old patients. She was always known for her privileged memory. A retired teacher, she could remember the name of every student who passed through her classes over 40 years of career, a true memory prodigy. But in the last 2 years, something changed drastically. I started forgetting appointments. I could no longer remember where I'd left my keys, and what frightened me most, I began having difficulty finding words during normal conversations, she told me during her first consultation, visibly concerned. As a doctor, I suggested that in addition to traditional neurological exams, she try incorporating a specific tea into her daily routine, an ancient recipe that, curiously, her own mother used to prepare when she was a child. In the first few weeks, Helen confessed she didn't notice much difference. But after 2 months of daily consumption, she began to notice that words came more easily, and her mental clarity was gradually returning. Today, 6 months later, she has gone back to tutoring and can once again remember the names of all her new students. Neuroscience now confirms what many traditional cultures have known for centuries. Certain teas contain bioactive compounds that can literally reprogram your brain health. I'll share with you the 5 teas that have shown the most promising results in preventing and even reversing cognitive problems. The first and perhaps most studied is green tea. It's rich in EGCG, epigallocatechin galate, a powerful antioxidant that has demonstrated the ability to reduce beta amyloid plaques in laboratory studies. Researchers at the University of California discovered that this compound not only prevents the formation of plaques, but can even dissolve existing ones. It's as if each sip of green tea sends a specialized cleaning team to your brain. Can you imagine the impact this could have on your mental health in the long term? For best results, I recommend consuming green tea in the morning, preferably without sugar. Use water at 80 degrees C, not boiling, and steep for only 2 to 3 minutes to preserve the beneficial compounds. 1 or 2 cups a day are enough to start feeling the benefits. The second tea that has shown surprising results is the combination of turmeric with black pepper. The curcumin present in turmeric, when combined with piperine from black pepper, which increases its absorption by up to 2,000%, can penetrate the blood-brain barrier and exert a direct anti-inflammatory effect on brain tissue. A study published in the Journal of Neuroscience showed that patients who consumed this combination daily for 6 months showed significant improvement in memory and attention tests. To prepare this tea, add 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder and a pinch of black pepper to a cup of hot water. You can add a bit of ginger to improve the flavor. Drink this tea preferably in the afternoon, after lunch, to also aid digestion. The third tea I strongly recommend is the combination of ginger with cinnamon. This mixture stimulates cerebral blood circulation and contains compounds that combat oxidative stress, one of the main factors in the development of Alzheimer's. Increased blood flow to the brain means more oxygen and nutrients reaching your brain cells. Have you noticed how you feel more alert after a walk? It's a similar principle, but with additional benefits from antioxidant compounds. To prepare, boil thin slices of ginger for about 5 minutes. Add a piece of cinnamon and steep for another 5 minutes. This tea is particularly beneficial in the mid-afternoon when many of us feel that mental energy drop. The fourth tea on our list is ginkgo biloba leaf tea. Used for millennia in traditional Chinese medicine, ginkgo improves blood flow to the brain and protects neurons from oxidative stress. A long-term study conducted in Germany with more than 2,800 elderly participants showed that those who regularly consumed ginkgo extract were 47% less likely to develop age-related memory problems. This tea should be prepared carefully, as ginkgo leaves need a longer infusion. Add 1 teaspoon of dried leaves to a cup of boiling water and steep for at least 10 minutes. The flavor can be a bit bitter, so you can add a little pure honey if necessary. This tea is ideal for consumption in the late afternoon. The fifth and final tea on this list is the combination of lavender with chamomile. Besides improving sleep quality, something fundamental for nighttime cleaning of the brain carried out by the glymphatic system, these teas contain apigenin, a flavonoid that protects neurons. Did you know that during deep sleep, your brain activates a cleaning system that removes toxins accumulated during the day? It's like a nighttime maintenance team that only works when you're sleeping deeply. Prepare this tea by mixing equal parts of lavender flowers and chamomile and steep for 5 minutes. This is the perfect tea to be consumed about an hour before bedtime, helping not only your brain, but also providing more restorative sleep. Now, as important as knowing what to consume is understanding what to avoid. There are 3 beverages that many people confuse with healthy teas, but which can actually accelerate cognitive decline. The first are herbal drinks with artificial sweeteners. Recent studies associate certain artificial sweeteners with disturbances in the gut microbiota, which can increase brain inflammation through what we call the gut-brain axis. Yes, your intestine and your brain are in constant communication, and the health of one directly affects the health of the other. Whenever possible, opt for teas without sweeteners or use a little pure honey or cinnamon to sweeten naturally. The second category to avoid are so-called industrialized teas with high sugar content. Chronic sugar consumption is directly associated with cerebral insulin resistance, a significant risk factor for dementia. In simple terms, excess sugar can cause your brain to no longer efficiently utilize glucose, leaving your brain cells starving even amid abundance. Always read labels and avoid products with more than 5 g of sugar per serving. The third category is infusions with added alcohol. Although popularly called teas, Beverages with alcohol can seriously compromise the brain's ability to eliminate toxic proteins during sleep. Alcohol, even in small amounts, can reduce the quality of deep sleep, precisely the phase in which brain cleaning occurs. If you enjoy a relaxing tea at night, keep it alcohol-free. You might be wondering, but what's the science behind this grandmother's tea? What makes these beverages so special is the synergy between their compounds. The polyphenols in green tea, for example, not only combat inflammation and oxidation, but also activate sirtuins, proteins associated with longevity that protect neuronal DNA. It's as if each ingredient in these teas performs multiple protective functions. As a neurologist specialized in preventive medicine, I can state that what we call grandmother's tea generally combines ingredients that, together, create an impressive neuroprotective effect. It's not just one substance acting alone, but an orchestra of compounds working in different brain protection mechanisms. In a study published in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease, participants who regularly consumed green tea showed 50% less risk of developing mild cognitive impairment, often a precursor to Alzheimer's. Another study conducted at Newcastle University showed that compounds present in herbal tea can inhibit enzymes linked to the progression of Alzheimer's disease. But how do you incorporate these teas into your daily routine? The transformation they can provide doesn't happen overnight. The secret, as Helen discovered, lies in consistency. Most of my patients start noticing significant differences after 2 to 3 months of daily consumption. I recommend starting with a cup of the tea of your choice in the morning and another at night. Always prefer fresh preparations and avoid adding sugar or artificial sweeteners. A pinch of cinnamon or a little pure honey are healthier alternatives if you need to sweeten. You can alternate between different types of tea throughout the week, creating a varied routine that provides the benefits of all of them. For example, green tea in the morning, turmeric with pepper after lunch, ginger with cinnamon in the mid-afternoon, and lavender with chamomile before bed. The true power of these teas lies in prevention. The sooner you start, the greater the benefits accumulated over time. As the ancient Chinese proverb says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. The same applies to your brain health. It's important to emphasize that these teas don't replace medications prescribed by your doctor, nor should they be considered miracle cures. They are powerful prevention and support tools that work best when combined with other healthy habits, such as regular physical exercise, balanced nutrition, quality sleep, and constant mental stimulation. For those already facing cognitive problems, these teas can be part of an integrated management strategy, always under medical guidance. If you care for someone with Alzheimer's or another form of dementia, consider incorporating these teas into their daily routine, but always consult the responsible doctor first, especially to check for possible interactions with medication. Based on decades of research and the wisdom of past generations, I can affirm that these simple infusions can be one of the most important investments you'll make in your brain health. After all, preserving your memories is preserving who you are. Your memories, knowledge, and experiences define your identity, and protecting them is an act of self-love. Can you imagine what it would be like to gradually lose your most precious memories, the faces of your loved ones, the names of your grandchildren, the stories that shaped your life? This is the devastating reality that many face, but that you can start preventing today with simple measures such as incorporating these teas into your routine. If you like this information and want to know more about how to naturally protect your brain, leave your comment below. Also share with someone you love who could benefit from these tips. In upcoming videos, I'll share the complete 30-day protocol for brain detoxification and rejuvenation that has already helped thousands of my patients recover mental clarity and protect their most precious memories. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss any content about natural health. Here, my commitment is to always bring information based on scientific evidence combined with the wisdom of traditional medicine to help you live longer and better. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and until the next video.